Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I'm going to be checking out a new track from Allt. It came out about a week ago at the time that I am recording this. I found Allt through the live streams that I do on my YouTube channel. They have a few songs that I really dig, Covenant being one of them, so I'm excited to check out this new track from them. They're heavy, they're really good, so that is where I'm at today. I think that should cover it, so I am going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. I never said the name of the song. It's Rupture. Oh. I like that. Did they end the song like that? Allt, Rupture, let's discuss. Awesome. I will have to listen to Covenant again because I think that this is definitely my favorite Allt song off of the first listen. It just had a lot, at the same time as nailing aspects that I really like from heavy music, they were also able to bring in some components that made it unique, that made it to what will stand out a little bit in my mind when I think of what I want to listen to, because I feel like that's a huge piece of it for me. A lot of times on the channel, we'll get a band that puts out a song and it sounds really good, and I'll listen to it and I'm like, yeah, this is solid. I like this, this, and this about it. And it is solid, and I do like this, this, and this about it, but I won't listen to it as much because it doesn't really stand out that much. But here, I feel like it does. There are a few reasons why. One being that intro is super unique. You've got the way that the electronic elements were used in this song, I think is different than the way that we normally see them used in general. I really like the way it was done. That intro was very different in all of like the warpy sounds, which I don't know too much about. I don't listen to too much music that actually uses that, so I don't know too much of the terminology, but the way that that was used in there, and then the song starts and it's the absence of the electronic components. Like, it's not saturated in those components. You get the blast beats to open it up, and then you kind of get let off into this more like a slower pace, but a more settled tone for the song, which I really dig. I love blast beats and stuff like that, but I more so love them for what they set up, if that makes sense. So like usually you get blast beats and then you get let off into like this, a more nice little head bobbing type beat, but I loved the way they were used here. Also the fact that, so like I was just saying, you get those electronic sounds in the beginning of the song, and then they're not really present until a certain part of the song towards the middle ending type area of the song, and that's when they're present again. And I think the choice to do that was really solid because it makes them stand out even more, because there have been a few songs, I really like what bands are doing, incorporating different sounds into heavier music, but there definitely have been some songs where I hear it and it's overdone, or it's done in such a way where it's distracting from the rest of the song, and I feel like this was just done perfectly to where none of that happened. As ideally as possible, it was done. The vocals were incredible, just all together a really awesome song. I will absolutely be revisiting this. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this is that so there were parts throughout the song that had a spoken word type of thing going on when it comes to the vocals, but at those parts it didn't come down to a clean part instrumentally, really. It still had those beats going with it until you get to the part right after I talked about how the electronic elements get brought back into the song. Right after that happens, it opens up to that clean portion of the song where instrumentally it's clean as well. That sounded beautiful. It adds such a tone, especially watching the music video, but I'm sure just listening to the song as well. It really sets a tone for the ending of the song, because it really depends on how you look at things musically, but for me, I like to go on that journey of going to the clean portion of the song that builds you up into something more, but also something they did that was a little bit different. Most of the songs that we listen to, they build up to one main big breakdown that not all of them, but the vast majority of them follow some sort of similar structure where it comes to this really heavy point where you go, that was the huge breakdown. And this song, I didn't necessarily feel like had that point, but the ending of the song had like that chaotic breaking point in the music video that matched up instrumentally as well, while not being anything that's quite what I'm talking about, like this huge breakdown where it's got that bassy drop. A lot of that has been going on the channel lately, so this is a little bit something different for me. So I think that's another reason that I was really into it. It's got that unique factor while also bringing in all of these things that I really enjoy hearing. So for me, I love to hear this. Allt is not a band that I've dove very far into. We've done a decent amount, like I said, not decent even. We've done a few songs on the live stream, Covenant being one that really caught my attention, but this definitely tells me I need to do a little bit more digging into Allt. Those are really my thoughts on the song. I thought this was fantastic, a little bit different than what we've been hearing, but still spot on for the sound. So let me know what you thought in the comments, and if you have a different song that you'd like to see added to either of the lists that I work off of when I'm doing request-based videos. Both links will be in the description of this video, as well as the Linktree link, which has the invite for the Discord server. I talk about it all the time. The Discord server is awesome. I love the people in the Discord server. We have a lot of conversation going on in there. It's a pretty busy community, so if that is your sort of thing, you're capable of being kind to other people, the link will be there in the Linktree, as well as my Instagram profile link. My handle on there is Rachel Reacts, just like my YouTube channel. I'll put it up here on the screen for you, as I always do on YouTube. on YouTube, I always have to mess up something in the outro. On Instagram, I post what I listen to the most every week. I'll post a chart on Friday with all the album covers of what I listen to the most. I post merch pictures of all of this band merch that I have, vinyl. It's all music related stuff. So if that interests you in any way, that will also be there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.